Hello, everybody, and welcome back after a very long time to another Toonkind D&D 12 frames per second in the Nine Lighthouses server. Yes, has indeed been a very long time. A lot has been going on off camera in life, but we are back,
We
sorta.
back.
Yeah, with
We back, baby.
Yas, with an FPS between a wonderful frog dad and an unknown bird. And the FPS
Yeah.
today is called Hot Single Dads in Your Area.
Yep, sure is. I wonder why. It's a mystery.
Who knows?
Who knows?
Uh,
Philippe points to himself. I'm hot single
listen. Maybe.
dad.
Maybe.
Fine. It's
Uh, but today we open up to Halloween Town, maybe. I don't. Where is Philippe today?
fine. I think timeline wise, he is living in Halloween Town. He basically he basically got an apartment there and is like living there for now. He doesn't really feel safe going back to Toontown for reasons. Don't worry, it's fine. Fine.
Everything is fine. Don't worry about it. Everything's gonna be grand.
Everything is fine. Everything is fine all the time. It's great. But yeah, he's in Toon. He's no longer in Toontown. He's in Halloween Town. He's got an apartment. He's got a place. I think
Hmm.
timeline wise, like Mac is still living with him. So is Terp, and so is Luke. So yeah,
we have
it's a busy.
We have, I believe that's all four of the Scrubby Ducky Ducky wonderful beings living under one roof.
Yeah, and it is pleasing to Philippe and also to me because they're all safe in one spot and none of them are homeless.
Hmm.
So none of them are living in like a cupboard or a drawer of any kind. Well, he is still living in a drawer, but like at least it's a drawer that's indoors. So what can you do?
It's a drawer that has a roof over it.
Yes. And it's 4 square meals a day. Like even if he wasn't dad, he's still team dad. I feel this in my heart about Philippe.
I'm pretty sure he's the oldest one out of all five of the janitors.
Oh, you may be right. So yeah, he really do be team dad, huh?
I
He
think,
really do be.
yeah, I think he is really Team Dad.
He's dadding this team.
He's dadding this team, and then Abigail is momming this team.
God. But yeah, he now has like a place. He has like roommates, and roommates have also been like nice and helpful. And he has like a full time babysitter. Well, not full time, but like a pretty reliable babysitter in the form of an actual literal god, which he's not going to think too hard about because it hurts his brain. But yeah,
Don't worry about it.
Philippe's Philippe's been doing good. Philippe's been doing good, surprisingly good. Things have been stable, and yeah, he's I guess and I Kraken might like I don't want to say that like this without like confirming with Kraken, but I feel like through the prodding and pushing of Abigail and the janitors, he probably was encouraged to, I don't know, maybe get a hobby, maybe go out, do things for himself for a bit.
God forbid men do anything.
And yeah,
Uh,
he
he
probably is doing that.
he needs a hobby. He needs things to do.
Listen,
He
listen, he
deserves
is
it.
single parent. He hasn't had free time in a bit. That's just how it be.
Understandable, but also go make some friends. Maybe meet somebody like you're gonna do today.
Yeah. But yeah. God, I think I gotta roll survival just to see how lost Kara lets this frog be.
Oh, goodness gracious.
And see how we go from here. Okay, yeah, because it's like a says I think that's just a straight up D20 with the new.
Yeah, and if I
Okay.
remember correctly, the
It's just
DC,
R slash.
it's all,
What's the.
it's this. Oh, okay, but without the slash.
Oh, okay. I forgot the exclamation point. Oh, is it all one word?
Uh, take out the slash.
Oh, okay, okay. That's what you meant by take. Okay. I understand you now.
I don't know what that is. I forget. I'm sorry.
Oh, so it's okay. We
Yeah.
are so good at this. There we go. Oh, he doesn't get lost. Yay! He doesn't get lost.
Hell yeah!
Yeah, that's a 14. He's like, "Oh wow, he's having a yeah, he's having a really good day. No
Hella.
detectives are attacking him or anything."
Maybe that's what Kara is like most focused on right now. Just like trying to just let him have a good day.
God.
Keeping
Kara
Lynn
feeling guilty is like Kara's like, "This man gets one good day as a treat.
as a treat. It also keeps him on his toes.
Tomorrow will be a different story." Tomorrow will be a different story, but today he gets a treat.
Yeah. Could that maybe because he's going to meet somebody today?
Hmm. Mayhaps, mayhaps. God.
Yeah.
My brain okay, my brain is giving me like one of the things like he just kind of I think like he you get like random like you can get random junk mail about like events going on in town or in your neighborhood just like
Mm-hmm.
with like like oh square dancing or concerts or whatever. One of them is definitely like a yeah, but like I want to say he got one like thing that was basically like, oh, cool. It's like it's a fun little speed meetup, like a fun little meetup. That sounds nice. But it was
Yeah.
like blotchy enough that like he could see what the actual title of it is, but he just knows the date and time. Uh,
Lo and behold, it's meeting single dads. Maybe.
yeah, it's a speed dating. It's single parent speed dating.
Oh no.
Uh
Oh
oh,
no, buddy, you are having a not good time. Which is fair because you've not actually been inside Halloween Town itself yet. Alright. Do you want to make a perception check? See if you can maybe spot this,
absolutely.
because I'm sure that Jackie's probably talked about this guy before. Quite a bit, actually, as like one of their
Mhm.
best friends from back when they were, uh,
Oh no,
oh honey. Oh no. No, you see a pink blur and that's it.
man.
Which is very surprising because he's not fast at all.
Yeah. Oh wait, what if Babble, I hand you like literally crashing into each other.
Oh, that would be fucking funny. Let's all make a deck save.
Yeah.
Which for him it's a straight up D20.
Oh boy. Oh, that's pretty good.
Oh, that is very good. Damn. Alright.
Let me see. What's your plus, my guy? Oh, it's just a +2. Oh my god.
Okay, okay. So
Uh
I have an idea for what happens.
oh.
Okay, so Philippe almost runs into him, right? Um,
Yeah.
but maybe he slips, and he's about to fall because this guy is actually really fucking short. He's 3'2".
Oh my gosh.
But instead of letting this guy fall, you know, this dude catches Philippe and has to like spin him around a little bit. And you know, in those movies where somebody's falling and they get caught in like a romantic dip. Like a romantic dip sort of thing, leading into a passionate kiss, but no kiss, because
Yeah.
it's just like, oh
Yeah.
shit.
Yeah. Yes. Oh my god. He gets French dipped. Yes. God. He was like, wow, 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 wow. And then, like, just as he's caught, it, like, there is suddenly, like, sparkles for a second, and then he blinks. I'm like, oh, what was that? Why, what? Oh, oh, nice catch. Thanks.
Uh, this guy, this guy's beak is like in your face, and he kind of has to like pull his head back and just he isn't speaking, um, but he does look kind of nervous. Like, what do I do here?
I got bad news for you, bud. Guess who else looks nervous?
Two nervous boys. Beautiful.
Like, Philippe is like being half carried by a stranger. What do I? What do I do? What do I do? That's his internal monologue. It's like,
That
thank
seems
you.
that seems to be the same thought process because like this poor guy, just like I don't know what to do. So he's just gonna pick him up, quite literally, lifting him off the ground over his head. Let me make a funny
Oh, wow,
little.
oh, wow.
You know what? No, this is too funny. I'm not gonna make a check for it. Lifts him kind of over his head and just sets him back down on his feet in front of him gently, and then kind of takes a step back.
But oh, wow, wow, oh yeah, wow. You are strong. You are strong. That is wow. That is impressive.
um, this tune looks to the side a little bit before signing to you. I cannot hear you.
Oh, oh, oh. Uh, Yeah, he might not be able to hear Philippe, but he definitely sees Philippe turn like a bright purple as in embarrassment as he begins like frantically signing his back. Like, sorry, that was my bad. How are you okay?
The kind of sheepish but very genuine and gentle smile crosses this pink fluffy pigeon's beak as he signs
Oh,
back. Like, I'm fine, I'm fine. It takes more than that to, knock me over.
yeah,
Are you okay?
yeah, no kidding. Ah. Philippe kind of like gives his legs a little, like lifts each leg, gives a little, testing wiggle. I was like, yep, seems to be all good, all in one piece. Huh.
This town really turns people around, doesn't it?
Oh, buddy, you have no idea. You've no idea.
Eh,
It's
um, how long
I
have
mean,
you been
it's a
here?
nice. Oh, it's been a couple of months now. It's actually a really nice place to live, but yeah, let's just say that the have you heard of a genius low like it's the town has a mind of its own. Let's just leave it at that. A nice mind, but yeah, it's not the first time I've gotten lost.
Hmm. I've only been to
Yeah,
the
that little
outskirts
slip
a
up was
couple of times, so
oh, no,
uh,
yeah, yeah, understandable. That's I've never been here before until well, family emergency, but that doesn't matter. But it is a nice place. What brings you here now?
um, he holds up a finger and reaches into one of his pockets. Let me roll a d10, or yeah, d10. Oh my god, okay, just barely. Just barely.
Yeah, just barely.
Just barely pulls out a flyer. The same flyer that you had earlier. And points
Oh,
to it.
I think he looks at the flyer and then blinks because that's a non-water damage blotchy flyer. That's for speed dating. And then I think he says that out loud. Looks at looks at his new friend, who I don't like, and then like says that it's speed dating. That's for dates.
Um, he looks at it, and then looks at him, and then looks back at it, and then looks at him confused and nods.
I I thought it was just like a meet up thing, and I'm gonna have him pull his like well, that's a 6. Yeah, he pulls out his own like copy of the flyer, which is very water damaged, and like yeah, I uh, that was not what I'm not even dressed for a date. Oh God. But Abigail's gonna like give me grief if I don't go to something, and he's just kind of muttering to himself, freezes like, "Oh, sorry, I didn't mean to. Uh, I didn't realize this was a dating thing. Not that I'd be you seem very nice. You seem very nice, and you're very handsome. But I just was not expecting that. I'm not really dressed for a date, and let alone like like any of this. And it's been a while, been a really long time actually. But that's not here, there. But anyways, you know what they say. And yeah, and I think he's gonna just keep going. His hands like going rapid fire until this pigeon stops him.
Uh, well, actually, would you like to make an insight?
Oh boy, I don't know how good his insight's gonna be considering how flustered he is.
If he can beat a 15.
Nope, nope, nope. That's an 8.
Alright, you do not see that he's laughing.
This he's just gonna he's gonna keep going.
Alright, how long are you gonna let this be? You just kinda let him talk for 4 minutes. Alright, so he's too busy, like, quietly laughing to himself, but eventually he can't, like, contain it. And eventually there's, like, a wing brushing up against him, gently trying to stop him. And when you look down, he's clearly, like, red in the face, but because he's been laughing.
Philippe is like still again that purple, which he can only kind of interpret as like as a blush. But yeah, he's like, oh, he's haha. Then to stop talking. Right.
You're fine, you're fine. I since this is I'm going to put some things together and say that that's possibly because of the kids.
uh, yeah.
He
Yeah,
points to the
that's
water damage on the paper.
well, it's God, I want to say it is the kids, but also might have been Jackie if Jackie has been extra bratty.
Oh god, depending on whether or not like what's been going on, they may have done so.
Yeah, I'm gonna
They
say it's up in the air, but it's like, maybe it might have also been one of my friends' kids. Kid is also my friend. Uh, I have a lot of waterlogged children in my life. Yeah. Do you mind if I look at your copy of the thing? If that's okay.
he just kind of wordlessly hands it over.
Thank you.
But there
Yeah,
is a
he's
smile,
like,
so like he's not bothered at all.
oh, it's like, oh, thank you very much, Mister. Like, oh God, I didn't get your name. I'm so sorry. It's what is your name, sir?
He signs Rocky.
Rocky. Rocky. Nice to meet you, Rocky. Name's Philippe. Philippe. Poisson-Dart. Most people just call me Philippe, if that's good with you.
Thumbs up and signs. It's whatever you want to be called, honestly.
Ah, that's fair. I
Uh,
prefer to be called Philippe, so Philippe sounds good. And you are good with Rocky, yes?
outside of work, yes.
Philippe, like, I don't know, like Philippe kind of opens his mouth, closes it, and just kind of looks back at the paper. And like,
He
and I think
does
like at this point,
he does kind of
oh,
point to the name tag on the God, I forget. Is it the right or the left? I think it's the left. No, it's the right. It's the right side, I believe, that has the name tag. Um, and it says, "Coup."
who? Oh, uh, that's interesting. Interesting name. Cool. The dupe. Okay. I'm gonna have him roll a history real quick just to see
Like, if you
if his
look at
fluster.
him, he is in a Marine's uniform.
Oh yeah, and that's a 16 too. So I think it's yeah. I mostly rolled a history because like if he like Marine's uniform, like, and I think like you said, Jackie's talked about like him and like as his friend, but like yeah, I was gonna say like with a low history, he might like make some might make some assumptions, but like oh, I know you. I mean, I don't know you. You're my friend's friend. You're Jackie's friend, right? You know Jackie? Yes.
Yes.
Please tell me I didn't just make that assumption about. Oh, okay, you did. You did. Good.
Jackie and I have been friends since I believe I started. Um, God, that was over 20 something years ago.
Wow. Time passage of time is very strange. Uh
Jackie has a complicated situation.
no, yeah, no. I know, but yeah. just thinking about my own. I guess I'm just thinking about my own, like where I was at 20 years ago, and man, man, he's just looking off into the distance because time is weird,
It
especially if you're a tune.
uh I wonder how much he's hiding this in particular. Give me just a moment.
No worries.
That's a 10. Eesh. It it's a I don't know if you're familiar with how some Marines can steal their expression with what they've dealt with.
I
But
mean, I don't think Philippe would not be, but
there's a kind of neutral expression on his face.
hmm. Philippe's gonna look at that expression, uh, and think about literally the everything that happened in Jackie's life, and just kind of not comment on it, and just kind of offer like a kind of smile to Rocky, like, yeah, that's a well, if you ever wanted to, I don't know, if you want to talk to Jackie, you can. I'm sure she should. I'm sure that they'd be happy to talk to you. They've talked about you fondly.
Jackie and I still write to
If
each
you don't
other.
want to, that's fine too. Either one's good.
Uh, he smiles and gives a kind of laugh, but it's a silent laugh, save for like a little bit of a wheeze. Um, and he signs like Jackie and I write to each other regularly.
Oh, that's good. That's great. That's good.
That's why I even know that this place exists, is because I've come to visit a couple times now.
Huh, huh. Surprised we haven't seen each other. Then it's kind of a no. No, you would kind of stick out. No, no offense. I mean, you look very nice. It's you just they're very. You don't see a lot of pink or bright colors in general here. And pink's a lovely color on you. I'm not trying to. This frog is turning purple again.
I appreciate the compliment. Purple is a nice color on you too.
Purp. Oh. Uh, uh, um. He's
um,
looking away,
but
sweating.
I don't usually come into town primarily because Jackie doesn't really. Mm, it's not that they don't want me to. It's hmm. And he puts a feather up to his beak, and he looks like he's thinking on how to explain. It's and after a while, he starts to slowly sign. It's complicated. I am not sure whether or not some people that want Jackie would be following me or not, and Jackie does not really want to lead them to Halloween Town. But I also don't fear those people. And Jackie is a child. I have known them for far longer than any child. Like, they're a child. They shouldn't be a child by this point, but they are a child. I am perhaps the only responsible adult that they knew back then. I like to make sure that they are okay. And he looks very like this is a man who is used to this kind of responsibility when it comes to Jackie. And it seems like he genuinely fucking cares.
I think Philippe is, watching all this and just kind of not saying anything for once, like not nervously stammering, just kind of listening, and is like kind of nodding his head, like, "Huh." Think, forgive me for if I'm forward about this, but seems like Jackie's really lucky to have you in their life.
Okay,
Oh,
yeah, no, you're not going to see see anything on that.
oh boy, that's a secret.
Um,
Does he make any expression at all, or like, is he
there's a
just kind of stone
pause.
faced?
There's a pause, but he is stone faced, and that is it. That is all you get. He paused. There was a stone face for all of but a
Oh boy.
split, minuscule second, and he continues signing as if unfazed. I wouldn't necessarily say that they are lucky to have had me in their life, but I am glad that I have been able to be there.
Hmm. I'm I'm glad that they had to. I'm glad that they had you in their life too. It's like I said, Jackie's talked about you often. Seems like you made a big difference. I mean, like again, sorry if that's a little too forward. He's thinking back to like that stone cold expression, like, "Oh God, did I embarrass him? Did I insult him in some way? What's happening?" And he's like,
How good is
but
he
anyways,
hiding his
you
expression?
he's listen. This is Philippe. He's not gonna. He can't do that. I mean,
I,
I could definitely try. Like, yeah, I will do. I'll go ahead and like give a performance, see how like well he does.
well, I mean, it's all dependent on like how open he wants to be with the stranger.
I think he's going to be surprisingly open just because Jackie has talked him up so much. Like, okay,
All right, you gotta beat an 18 to insight.
okay, let's see. Okay, never mind.
There's an attempt, and he sees that attempt, and there's a slight smile, and he looks sympathetic towards you as he signs like, "You're fine. You did not insult me. It's like I've said, it's a complicated situation."
That that tracks. That with as little as I know about Jackie's past, that tracks. That tracks. Huh. And anyways, paper. Yes, the thing which is a. And he looks down at the paper and he gulps and like dating thing. Oh boy. What is a DILF? What does that mean?
There's a wheeze and a kind of awkward look, and he's not one to sugarcoat that sort of thing, so he is going to be very blunt as he signs. It means, "Dad, I'd like to."
uh, oh, 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 oh. Uh, why did they give me this?
I am not sure. Honestly, my buddies gave me this, and I figured, why not? I'm not really going there to do what it says that its purpose is, but it'd be nice to just go out, and I figured I'd check up on Jackie while I was here. But
That's fair. I just like, I mean, you being on there makes sense. I just me and my, and then he's like, he realizes what he just said. Uh, that is, I mean, I gotta shut up now.
there's a casual smile and like one brow raised up. And he's like, if you keep wanting to flirt, we might not even have to go to this place.
Huh, I'm not. I'm trying. I the I'm not this. We're flirting. Am I flirting? Oh God, I'm not trying to flirt. I'm trying to be rude. I mean, not that I would be opposed to flirting. It's just, and he just kind of pauses, and he's like, he kind of sheepishly sighs. It's been a while. I don't know what I'm doing. Uh, but I don't know how I feel about speed dating. But you seem nice. If you wanna try this out with me. I mean, not this in general, like, but you know, it'd be less terrifying if there was someone I knew there. Only if you want to, though, or we don't even have to date together. And yeah, I don't know, like Babble. I don't know if you picked this up on this or not, but he's gonna keep going unless someone stops him.
Oh, I know this. I think, like, Rocky is the kind of person who lets people talk.
Oh, good, because this man talks so much. He signs so much. He will sign himself into like he just will keep digging.
I think, like,
But
partially Rocky finds this amusing.
oh,
He's such a shit, but he's so casual about it.
good, good. Listen, most of the people in like Philippe's life are shits to him, so this is understandable.
I think eventually he is going to, like, again, put a very gentle, like, wing on his hand and just to get his attention. Very gentle, almost don't feel it. His feathers are surprisingly soft.
Oh,
Not as soft as Jackie's, but almost.
oh,
And he's gonna sign. Maybe going to the speed dating thing isn't for us, but if you don't mind, I wouldn't mind going and getting some tea.
oh, oh. That yes, tea is good. Tea is yes. I I like that too. Yeah,
Maybe a nice chamomile
nice.
one will help you out a little bit.
Yeah, something decaf.
Would you mind leading
There's
the
a
way?
really good cafe I here. Oh, you go ahead.
Oh, he is going to sign like I don't know this place, and I very much so don't know how to navigate this place. Would you mind leading the way?
Oh, sure, sure. I'll admit, like the town gives me trouble sometimes, but I do know this really nice like ghost cafe place. They've got like really good stuff. Um, and like we could get like I don't know tea to go if you don't want to sit down. There's a lot of nice places. A lot of nice places. Yeah. And he's like gonna lead the way, and I am like, God, do I want to roll survival again? do we just want to get to the cute?
You can if you want. If you do, I have something cute that I can do.
All right, I will roll the survival again, see how, because I'm here for the cute.
Alright. Rocky is going to cast Guidance, so you can add a d4 onto that.
Oh, nice. I'll add a d4. Okay, so
Hey!
that's a 14. Yeah, I would say, yeah, that gets it. Like, they're able to get to the Ghost House Cafe. Maybe get like a, I don't know, like if they want to like, this is me trying to remember, like if everything like turns ghosty at the cafe, or is it just certain drinks? Or if it's been so long.
That can be something that we can talk to RJ about later. That'll be a fun little detail.
Yeah, a fun little detail for later. But yeah, we could just say like, oh, they get drinks. They just sit down someplace.
Yeah. And they can get
Philippe
to know
gets
each other.
chamomile. Yeah, I think like Philippe is like gonna ask like because he sees the DILFS poster and and he's kind of like looking at like Rocky like so the the DILFs thing means you're her dad's. You do you have kids of your own? I mean, I'm assuming so if you got the poster or
Oh, see, now you made him snort for one, but also he's reaching into his pocket. That's an 8, which makes sense because he's having to reach into his jacket. Um, Surprisingly enough, outside of the colors and the hat, you've seen Jackie's old uniform, right? Philippe has seen it, I think.
think so. If I'm thinking of the right, yeah, I think so.
The uniform is very similar, save for like the colors and the hat. Uh, if you wanted to know more details, you can always make a perception at any time and let me know that it's for that in particular. But until then, he's
I might.
reaching inside his coat and he pulls out a wallet and a photo from that wallet. And it's of a little tiny pink bird, a dark pink bird
Oh,
that doesn't have any eyes, but has a little squiggly mouth, similar uh, fluffy feathers to him, and little tiny pigeon legs. Very chunky little
oh.
baby.
After you cut off a bit.
A very chunky little baby bird with no eyes, a sharper beak than Jackie's, but similar in terms of like how it works. Trap jaw. Similar fluffy feathers to him, just a much darker pink, and little pigeon legs.
Oh, Philippe is cooing. It's like, oh my goodness, they're so cute. But is it they or is it they or she or he? Either way, adorable. So cute. How old
Oh,
are they?
they would be 2 about now, so it's a little out of date.
Oh no, I understand. Like my kiddos are almost a two now too. Yeah. Oh my goodness. Oh, they're adorable. What are their name? What's their name?
Hana Tamago.
Oh, oh, cute. It's a bit of a mouthful too. Do you call them by the full name or just like do you have a nickname for them or
Mostly just Hana.
oh they are so cute. And he is just like making the appropriate cooing sounds like
I wish I had more photos. Unfortunately, what I do doesn't really lend me much time.
Yeah, no, I understand that. I mean, I have more time, but well, he gestures at himself and at the very wet paper in his pocket. It's like a little bit hard to take pictures of my kiddos for reasons. But yeah, it's tough. They grow up so fast too.
Yeah, I thankfully at least have on tape their first steps, so I didn't miss that.
He's just like he smiles. Well, Leaf just smiles so much. Like my kids are they haven't gotten gotten their steps in yet. I'm hoping. I'm I'm so excited for when that happens.
And you mentioned that you didn't really have many photos of yours, but do you happen to have any?
Uh, Philippe kind of grins and is going into his own pocket. And I am also going to roll like a. Do you say like was like an investigation or a perception for the military uniform?
Either one.
Okay. Okay, that was the investigation. So
I mean, it's not very hard to distinguish. He has a so his colors do not match Jackie's. Um, you do know that the design overall is very standard for a branch that works with icebreakers in particular.
mhm.
Um, so it's clear that he's worked on an icebreaker, or that's the kind of ship that he's stationed on. But he has a medic cap.
So Philippe probably is like gonna take that information and be like, oh, okay, that's why it's a little bit different. It's different wing of like different wing of like different branch of the like same branch in the military, different job. Yeah, like makes sense.
Um, you do also see that the
But yeah,
patch for the not necessarily the nation or even the town or anything, but like I'm imagining that each individual thing, like so Jackie's was under Dylan Mobel. I'm pretty sure that Philippe has more than likely figured that out by now.
okay. So my brain is my brain is a little bit fuzzy. So like Philippe can put like so Philippe can realize that like with this information would like Philippe would probably be able to realize that like Rocky also like was on the same ship as Dylan Mobile
No.
or like with the different.
Rocky was with an entirely different um
Oh, okay, okay. Because
thing.
my brain took like different color to mean like, oh, that he's that's just because he's a medic. I brain is soup. I apologize.
No, you're fine. He was under a different captain, possibly even a different country, you're not sure. But that isn't
Okay.
the image. That isn't the same patch that Jackie has.
Huh.
It doesn't have a picture of the infamous warship that is uh the Glacier Rider. Nor is it the Drifting Cube.
Philippe's gonna kind of process that and put it away for later. Like makes sense considering like think he'd have more to say if like he was part of it, but also he's pretty sure everyone is supposed to be dead from that. But what can you do? But yeah, he rolled a 4 for the wallet, so he pulls out the his own wallet and just like a series of letters unfold comically onto the table. And yeah, he sees like 6 little spherical little creatures in the water. Like, no, it's not 6, 5 little spherical creatures in the water, like several different pictures of them. One of them is yellow with like little red fronds on their head. Another is like purple. Another is pink. Another is green. Another is like orange with purple fronds. And just, yeah, this man has 5 kids.
And here I thought you said you didn't have many pictures. This is quite a few. You have 5 kids?
Yeah, yeah, they, the frog thing, eggs. Never didn't really realize how many I was going to get until I adopted them and then they hatched and more babies than I thought was possible, but it's been good. Yeah. This is just the ones I'm able to keep. You could see that some of them are very blurry. Like one of them is just a yellow blur swimming around, like the baby's not standing still long enough for said picture.
It's difficult to get kids to stand still for almost anything.
Oh, don't I know it? Don't I know it? But yeah, this is so he points to like the yellow blur. It's like that's Polly. The he points to the orange one. That's Newton. Just little one we call him Newt. He's one of my talkers now. He's starting to learn his words. Um, then there's Tad, and he points to the green one with like the kind of half sleepy eyes, and of course there's Zelly, who's the like the little one's got a couple allergies and health issues. But and then there's Sally, and he points to the last final baby, which is purple.
Oh, so cute. And of course, he's also like he's making facial expressions that match what like you would assume would be cooing and awing, and he's absolutely asking questions.
Well, Philippe is happily answering them. Yeah, God, I feel like they just spend so much time cooing over their children and like gushing about how cute they are.
Yeah. And I think eventually it also kind of segues into like, what do you do for a living? Like, how long have you been in this particular area? Like, uh, God, what are your interests? Things like that. Like, what do you like to do?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah, like what food do you like to eat? All of that. I also feel like Philippe at one point, like as they're finishing up talking about the kids, like bringing up the idea of like a play date with the kiddos, like
Oh,
just because they're
absolutely.
around the same age. But yeah, this is me realizing I need to talk to RJ about a thing because like yeah, Philippe talking about like the idea of like Philippe getting a job somewhere in like in Halloween Town just so he could make a steady income.
That's
I'm
fair.
assuming he's just working odd jobs for now. But yeah, like how he was a janitor and yeah, how he did some stuff with paperwork and that's kind of like yeah, that's it. That's all he's saying. You can like and like asking like and so did you say like he asked like where he's from or
It's 22. He knows he's lying about certain things, but he's not gonna press.
I was just gonna say if you want to roll insight on that.
He knows he's lying, but like it's not his business. This is a guy who would not be turned away that easily.
No, yeah.
He's so
So do you
fucking
want to know like
casual,
yeah, so chill. Bless this man needs some chill in his life.
and that's a deception. That's a 24. Oh yeah, no, there's no way in hell that you're getting that. He knows.
Do you want to know like the deets about what he's lying about in particular? Or?
Sure.
Because, like, yeah, he's definitely, like, because, yeah, he's definitely lying about, like, not talking about the whole doing a crime, kidnapping a child, how his boss at the janitor place was super evil for reasons, and that's kind of why he quit. But it's also the fact that, like, he's kind of, like, not really talking about the stuff beforehand. Like, it's almost like he's embarrassed by it, or maybe, or like just doesn't want to talk about, like, his past exploits. Just to, some odd jobs here and there.
Yeah, yeah, no, he gets it. Um, yeah, there's no indication that he could possibly know. Don't worry about it. He doesn't know. He
Fine.
does give Philippe some resources for like temporary um financial aid while looking for an actual permanent position somewhere. So that way,
Oh,
like, there's no actual worry. And I'm sure that he knows that Halloween Town is like that in the sense of, like, you don't necessarily have to have a permanent position somewhere. It's more so just, like, helping, you know?
no, yeah. Hey, want to roll another insight, or do you want to stick with that first insight?
That is up to you. Do you want me to?
Eh, yeah, go ahead and do another insight if you want to. Like, I'm curious.
Alright.
Oh my gosh.
What is with you in the base 19s, my dude?
Yeah, he offers these resources, and, like, yeah, Philippe seems pretty grateful, but, like, he's like, "Oh, thank you so much," but there's kind of like a little, like, thank you. I don't really like, you shouldn't have. And there's a look in his eyes like, no, really, you shouldn't have. I'm good. I think I like he might be, maybe he's got like a nest egg or something. Like, he's got some kind of security that he doesn't really want to bring up. But also he can't, like, you get the impression that maybe he doesn't need that necessarily, but he's not saying why.
I think casually he's gonna slip in, like, it's still a good like, even if you don't need it, you never know, somebody else might, and it's a good resource to just have on hand. If not for you, then
Oh,
possibly for other people.
no, that's true. That's true. And he does eventually take it, but yeah, it's not like a, like, he's kind of hesitant, not because of, like, it's like a pride thing, or like, being reluctant to admit like, that he might need help, but just the, huh, he might actually have something that he uses, but he doesn't want to talk about. But he
Uh,
definitely does take it after he says that.
he's I think I'm gonna roll with that 24 deception. Like, there's no indication that he could possibly know. He just keeps rolling and being so casual.
Such a cat, so cash, so chill, chillest pigeon ever.
Most relaxed pigeon.
With the world's most anxious frog. But yeah, yeah, no, I do appreciate it. I appreciate it a lot. But yeah, what about you? I mean, you obviously military man. You always wanted to do that. Like, any kind of hobbies you have, or, and he's basically repeating the questions. He's like, Rocky has asked him.
Not always. But given circumstances that are out of my control, it was one of the only options that I really had that I liked, so I went with it, and it's not terrible. I'm hoping to retire somewhat soon, though.
Oh,
I would
well,
like
that's
to
a,
spend
I
time
mean,
with my child.
that I can understand. Hopefully, I hope you'll be able to soon. That's if that's the case. Hmm,
So am I. If I, hmm. There's a the slight look of like he's not sure if he's going to get like some kind of approval for it, even. But he's hoping. And there's something else there, but like I'm going to roll the deception if you want to roll an insight.
Absolutely.
Buddy, can you stop rolling above a 20? Give Philippe a chance.
Oh my lord. Nope. Yeah. No. Philippe sees nothing. It's like I think he's gonna be like, oh yeah. Well, hope everything works out. I know that process can take a little bit. But with the paperwork and all, ugh, I don't envy you there.
It sure is a lot of paperwork, but it's not anything that I'm not willing to do. I mean, it's for my kid, so
Well,
um
I understand that. So hey, if you ever need help with the paperwork of anything, I used to help my I used to do a lot of you know paperwork stuff. I could help you out with it if you need it too.
I think I got the paperwork stuff handled. I have to do paperwork daily anyways, due to all the. And he looks out towards like where you know the direction of the harbor is. And he looks back and like you can tell he's got some opinions about some of the people that he works with. And considering the fact that he's
Mhm.
a medic aboard that ship, whatever ship that is, it's probably the fact that they don't fucking listen to the medic.
I take it you deal with people that do very stupid things and injure themselves in very stupid ways.
You would think that they would have been dishonorably discharged by now, but apparently not.
Uh, Stupidity finds a way.
Hmm.
Did I tell you about one of my cousins when I was a kid? Thought it would be a good idea to like go up to one of our neighbors was like a crocodile, and they thought it would be a fun idea to just while he was snoring stick his head in my neighbor's mouth just for fun. The poor man has like a half like about 100 teeth. I Why are people so ridiculous?
That's an excellent question. I work with so he gestures at himself and his attire. Self-explanatory there with the things that I have to work with. There are dangerous things aboard a ship like this. One of them being explosives, because sometimes we have to do things that we don't like. But you know what? Nah. And he just kind of shrugs. And it's not like a shrug as in like he doesn't care. It's a shrug of indolence, just like unpacking that later.
Philippe, knowing that he's not part of Jackie's ship, but knowing shit happened on Jackie's ship, just kind of nods along. Like,
Uh, One of them decided that it would be a wonderful and brilliant idea to juggle some dynamite while it was lit.
no, no, that's just no.
Dumbass lost a limb that day.
Oh, he's lucky he didn't lose anything else. Why would you do that?
I don't know.
Uh,
What's even worse is that he
I
still
know I
works
get
aboard that ship.
what? 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 That he's like just looking dumbfounded.
There
I'm
is
so
a
sorry.
steeled expression, and it's also mixed with tired.
I am so sorry. Do you like? Do you need like a stress ball or anything? Like,
I'm fine. I will be going to hit up the gym at some point.
You work out?
Mm-hmm.
Hmm. Yeah, I haven't. I don't know much about constitution for working out, but the Admiral, Jackie's parent has been giving me some training. It's he holds up one very noodly arm. It's going.
Ah, yes, Admiral Atracilla. Familiar.
Yeah, she's a character. I really like her. She's a really glad she's on my side because she can also be kind of terrifying. But yeah, she's a character. I like her. Jackie's Jackie's really lucky to have her. I just woof.
She is definitely a force of nature. One that you really don't want on your bad side.
Oh, definitely not.
Although watching her from the sidelines has been entertaining.
Yeah, she she's been like I said, she tried to help me with my general anxieties. One of them involves an obstacle course. It didn't go well.
I admire her spirit, but hmm. There's a
I
place
mean,
for every
the second
individual
part
to
went well.
start.
Uh, Abigail was more of the toss me in kind of trainer. I mean, at least for the first part. The second part was better. Second part was better. I think I think she realized it wasn't going well and is trying to be kinder about things.
Alright. He's going to pull out a couple things. He's going to pull out a couple of 5-pound weights and set them on the table for him. As well as, I think there's something that you can do to, like, without running, to, like, help expand your lungs so that you can withstand it a little better. He's gonna pull something like that out for him and also put it on the table. It's not. It's a start, and he just slides those both and writes down quick instructions on like how to use them.
you just you keep things on you?
I I guess. I mean, I haven't had to use them in a long
Like
time, but they're good for recovery. They're good for people who are just starting out and want to get into some kind of fitness or keeping up their well-being. It's good for the elderly. I have 3 parents.
no, yeah, like Philippe blinks and remembers, oh right, medic recovery makes sense. And like it also parents like, oh you what are your parents like? I mean, like they seem nice.
Oh yeah, I
I
love
mean,
I love my moms and dad.
oh, that's good. That's nice. Do they they may probably make amazing babysitters for Hannah.
Mm, I love my moms and my dad. I do not trust them to raise another child. I
Oh,
tend to leave Hannah with uh my twin sister.
oh, you. Sorry, that was me sneezing.
Bless you.
Thank you. It's like, oh, a sister, huh?
Hmm.
Just gonna. Da. Just yeah, that was a deception. That was a 3. Uh Flip just kind of like, oh, that's he looks kind of sad, kind of wistful. But is trying to hide it. Sounds like you have a sounds like you have a really nice family.
I love them. I do. Chaos, as they are.
That's uh that's family for you. But if they care about you, right? And they're good to you and to Hannah.
Oh yeah, no, they're wonderful, and there have been a few mistakes in my upbringing that I have neglected to forgive for. However, I that is between me and my parents, and not.
No, I
They aren't
listen. You
bad.
don't got to say anymore if you
They aren't bad. There are just some mistakes that I don't like. Nothing too horrible. Just
don't.
he sort of shrugs. "Hmm,
No, I get it. Some old wounds are harder to forgive than others. And even that's the thing. It's like you could forgive someone, but you can't really trusting them again is a whole other story.
He nods at that in agreement.
Yeah. No, I can understand that. Family is complicated, even when it's a good family.
Yeah, he nods in agreement at that as well. It's very clear like there's a lot of love in that family. It's just some things.
No, yeah. It's like he's kind of nodding along, kind of, and I think with like that -4 deception, he might be like if you want to roll or maybe stick with your previous rolls for insight. He might be kind of like thinking about his own family and his yeah.
He's gonna kind of pause for a moment and sort of, I guess, test the water a little bit and ask, uh, "Do you have any siblings at all? Parents that
Oh,
you?"
uh, not that's complicated.
Mm.
I mean, I do. That's kind of the complicated part.
We can always change the subject if you don't want to continue.
No, it's okay. It's probably without going into it. I My parents were doing their best. My to with the whole family. Just well, it's they there was a kind of a general assumption about caring with about the idea of family instead of the actual people in it.
Hmm.
And to be fair, I was a little bit of a well, let's just say I was a little bit of a to my family too, so that doesn't help. No, seriously, I was deeply terrible. I was a terrible teenager.
You'd be surprised. Most teenagers are.
Yep. It took a while for me to pull my head out of my own butt, but yeah. Anyways, it's complicated. I'm just glad I have the family I have now.
That's all we can really hope for, right?
Oh yeah, I couldn't agree. I agree with you there.
We all do some stupid things in the past, but that's the point. We grow and we learn from it.
Yeah, that, that
Ideally.
is true. Oh yeah, that's the ideal. The ideal is we learn and grow.
Mm. He looks off a little bit to the side and brows kind of furrow just a little bit, and he asks, uh, slowly, You said that it's been a while since you've last, uh, he pauses and he kind of gestures at what they're doing.
I think Philippe blinks, looks down at the coffee, realizes, oh, we're on a date. Oh, this is a date. This is oh. I didn't even get you flowers. I'm so sorry. I date. This is a date. I'm dating a handsome bird. Okay, sure.
Okay, I'm going to make a deception at disadvantage.
Yes.
13. Do you want to roll a contesting insight?
Yeah, yeah. I'm gonna roll insight just because, like, yeah. Let me see. Insight check is +3, so please, please dice. 14. Yes.
Hey!
Yes. Dice is giving us the gay shit.
You can see the way that, like, he opens and closes his beak like he's trying so hard to hold back a laugh. He was wondering when Philippe was going to notice that he got him on a date.
I think Philippe is just gonna stammer for a bit, then sees that Rocky is laughing and just kind of start laughing too. Like, oh man.
And, like, it's very clear, like, he does not expect anything to come out of this. He also didn't expect flowers. That's part of the reason why he's laughing. It was just supposed to be, like, a casual thing.
I think Philippe is like laughing too. It's like, oh my gosh. It really has been a while if I can't even recognize a date when I see one or when I'm on one.
I hope I wasn't being, uh, well, I hope that it's not uncomfortable if it doesn't even have to be one, if you don't want it to be.
No, that is, if I would not mind going on a date with you. You seem really nice, and I would like to know more about you. And Jackie vouches for you, which is, good enough for me. No, yeah. If you were cool with it being a date, I would like to, you know, do this again, and I'll a proper one this time. I know you said you don't want flowers, but like, yeah, my parents were pretty strict about, being, being a gentleman, and flowers. Or if you don't want flowers, maybe something else. But Yeah, you deserve. You. I don't know you very well yet, but you do. You seem like you're the kind of guy who deserves to be treated well. And if we date, I'd want to treat you well.
Oh,
Oh boy.
give Discord just a moment. That's a 17.
Oh my god.
That's a 17 deception. I'll leave it up to you whether you want to contest that.
19.
Uh, well, first of all, you come to realize that this man is very good at, like, stealing his expression. And you're not entirely sure if it's just because of the fact that he's a Marine or if it's because of something else as well. Definitely there is a big part of, the fact that he's a Marine. Um, but also just he's taken aback almost, it seems, by someone thinking that he deserves to be treated well. Like, he's not said anything about interest in you. But like the fact that he got you on a date and has been actively paying attention and everything like that, there is interest. And like the way that beneath his cheeks you can see a darker pink. Like, yeah, no, he's definitely interested in you. It's just the way that he shows interest is more subdued. You're not entirely sure
Thankfully.
why, but at the same time, it's like there's that one inkling of like he is partially taken aback by the fact that somebody actually thinks that he deserves to be treated well.
Thankfully is going to blush a little bit because oh, he wanted this to be a date, is interested in me, like, and then just kind of going to process the rest of that and be like, well, yeah, I mean, I think everyone deserves to be treated well, but it's sometimes when you are the person who takes care of everyone else, you forget to take care of yourself. And but like I said, I think you deserve to be treated well too. He's gonna pause and blush and just kind of look down at his tea like,
There's a moment where like very slowly he takes his wings and kind of adjusts his jacket a bit because like it's a little hot in here, and he didn't know what else to do.
oh,
But he slowly signs. Um, I appreciate it. I think the same of you. Um, thank you. I won't say no to flowers. I leave that up to you. I don't mind working around. He doesn't finish that, but you feel like he was about to say working around you and what you would like.
appreciate that, but like, if we do, if you do want to date, like, I'd like to know what you like too. I mean, at the very least, I want to make you food you like. I when one of my roommates Mac came in to live with me, I made him this huge bowl of like my shrimp gumbo, not realizing he was allergic to fish, and it was a whole scene. So at the very least, I want to know food allergies or complete dislikes. Want to avoid that if I can.
He thinks for a moment and he kind of shrugs. I don't have any really real dislikes or allergies.
What about likes then?
There's a his eyes kind of widen as he looks a little bit downwards, like, oh god. Um,
You don't have to answer if you don't want to. We just met. Just
it's not that I don't want to. It's figuring out what I like after so long of just whatever it is that is served on military ships hardly qualifies as food, and I've grown so used to that that I'm not really sure if I have much of a taste.
oh, uh, Philippe puts his hand over his chest and is just like full Southern. Oh, honey, I'm so sorry. Like this, you've never been fed in your life. That is the feeling you're getting from Philippe. Like,
I don't think I even have. I'm going to roll a deception. I think he allows himself to just kind of laugh at that. And like it does it
good
there isn't much
God.
noise to it, but like his head is back and he is clearly laughing.
Oh, Philippe like kind of like chuckles a bit in response, kind of embarrassed in himself because that slipped out. That slipped out. But I seriously though, I'm a fairly good cook. I can make like if you ever want like actual good food, I can make you something. What are your like but like I could make some like pretty basic things. Most of it is spicy, but if you're not a big spice person, I can mellow it out a bit. Had too many like false like too many like little emergency fires with my roommates and too much spicy food. But yeah, how about next time we do this, I make you something to eat.
Sure, I wouldn't mind that. Um, hmm. And he thinks for a moment, and he looks at you and he asks, do you like s- sweaters?" Seems to be kind of confused on how to say that because like that's an odd question.
Yeah, I do like sweaters. He kind of gestures with the suit. This is unfortunately a design choice, like is a kind of a design thing. So I've been getting better at like being able to wear stuff other than the suit. But yeah, you won't like I know the stereotype about being cold blooded, but yeah, there's some at least with me there's some truth for it. I'm freezing all the time.
All right, noted. Hmm. What's your favorite color?
I wait, are you saying that? Are you getting me a sweater?
Give me just a second. Oh, wait, that's supposed to be a +5, so that's a 22. Um, that's a 22 deception. I wish you luck. Uh,
Man, we'll
you have a
see.
you have a chance of beating
Like
it. I
he's just like, I
see.
mean, I'm not that I would.
But he's like, I've not said anything. Oh my god, beats it, beats it. I don't think
Oh,
so.
I
You
think
don't
I
get
got
the
22. Oh yeah, you got 22 too.
yeah. So like he's not saying anything, but like you don't think it's that he's going to get you one so much as like he probably does something to create one.
Oh, I mean, yeah, I wow, that's very. Yes, I would mind that. If you like sweaters like this, thank you. Uh, he is the flustered purple of someone who is getting an unexpected gift and homemade. He's going to make me. You're going to make me a thing.
Uh,
He
I'm
is the flustered delight of someone who's get someone is giving him a present.
there's a very soft smile like with that 22 you can see that he thinks that it's cute.
Oh, he just blushes and kind of laughs a bit, rubbing the back of his neck, smiling. And do you want to roll an insight on Philippe?
Sure, give me just a second. That's 14.
Yeah, I'll give it to you. Like, like, he is very, like, I will say, like, that, Philippe is very, like, he's not really hiding it. He's very obviously, like, very obviously finds this bird, like, he finds Rocky very, like, cool and, like, he's excited for this. Like,
I
he's genuinely excited, but, like, probably can't tell exactly how excited.
mm-hmm. I hold
You
these two
definitely
so
don't know whether
gentle.
or not he's thinking about the fact that he lifted him up with no big, like, he's no big deal.
I think he's too distracted by like God, he's cute. Like that's the thought process going in his head right now. Too distracted
Mm.
by the fact that he's
Oh,
so fucking purple.
oh, God. He is, I'll say this for you, Babble. He is basically like, oh no, he's hot.
Both of these men having very quiet gay crises.
He's the, oh no, oh God, he's cute. Oh no, he's hot. It's like, oh no, he was already cute. Now he's hot.
It be that way.
It do be that way. God.
Well, there's something else that they could probably do. Let's see. What is. I mean, it's Halloween Town. I'm not even. Like, what am I doing? I forgot. It's Halloween Town. It's gonna be the weather. Halloween Town has nice weather usually all the fucking time. Nice and breezy. Um, I'm guessing that by now that they've probably finished their tea. So, like, looking at the time, I'm going to like if you wanted to keep going to make it 2 hours in total, we could, unless you have something that you want to do.
Really
That you
have
need to do
much
offline.
going on. So I was gonna say, like, what time is it now? Oh, we started. I might take a quick drink of water real quick because I'm getting a little bit dehydrated.
Yeah, go for it. And of course, we don't have to keep going. We can call it here if you want.
I mean, this is very cute. I would not mind continuing.
I also wouldn't mind. I hold these two so gentle. But we can absolutely
Yes.
take like a short break if we need.
Yeah, yeah. I might take just a quick break, take some water, do a big stretch.
Yee.
Okay. I'm gonna pause my recording.
Same. Yellow, we are back from a short break. Um,
Yeah.
yee. We have done the good self care. So where we last
We
left
have
off.
now.
Go ahead.
I'm just making a sound because of gay dads.
Gay dads. But yeah, we last left off with, I'm pretty sure, like, Rocky was checking the time and looking outside, and he's gonna sign to Philippe. Would you like to go on a walk? I saw a park across the street. We could just kind of walk around and explore and get to know each other a little more if you wanted to. We can always end the date
Uh,
here. It's a nice day. Night? Day?
yeah, it's hard to tell with this town. Uh, but yeah, that sounds nice. I've got a babysitter watching the kids, so that
Alright.
sounds good.
Well, and he stands up. Well, he doesn't know what to really do, so he's kind of somewhat awkwardly waiting.
Oh, right. He's also going to. Philippe's going to get up too. Like, yep, yep, yep. He's gonna like. I think Philippe's gonna hesitate for a second, then kind of offer his arm, and like, with as short as he is, did that work? Like,
I'm not sure. Like, Philippe is like 6 foot, 5 foot. I don't know. I forget.
it's 5'8".
Okay. God, he's tall. um, he's almost twice. Um, Rocky's height. My brain for a second there
Oh,
just kind of
so
died.
yeah, I think
Uh, but I
you're
think
good.
Rocky is going to first take out his wallet and leave a tip for the waiters.
Yeah, definitely.
And looking up, I think he's gonna put a wing on his hand like that. That's okay.
Oh, right. Yeah, yeah. Got the height thing. Yes. We shall we?
There's a nod, and he starts walking. For someone with short little legs,
Oh,
he can keep up very well. So, like, you're
uh,
walking along, you don't even need to slow down.
oh. Yeah, I think like man, I think Philippe even like for a minute was like, trying to, slow his pace because he's thinking of Jackie and like, oh yeah, I'm gonna slow down for the penguin child and oh no, never mind, don't have to do that. Okay. Keeping him just walking back in a stride, like kind of surprised, like, oh, okay.
Uh,
Keeping up with the long frog legs. So
if you watch his like stride, he takes wide steps.
God, it's like like God, my brain gave me like he's like, oh wow, he takes like big steps and then is like, oh no, his butt looks good, and is like, oh no, 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 stop thinking that. My brain, I don't know why it gave me that, but it did.
I'm gonna do something funny if you're okay with that, depending on whether or not.
Yeah, yeah. Let's. I'm the one who instigated with the butt jokes, but yes.
if he notices. That's a 22. I don't think he can't not notice.
Yeah, he definitely like sees Philippe like just oh no, like he looks like in that direction and is suddenly not looking there. Like it's like, oh look, what's up? Oh, what's up? Oh look, it's the sky. The sky is up. Yep, sure is the sky.
Out of the corner of your eye, you see those tail feathers just like fan out.
The
So
sky
A,
is so interesting. He's looking at it so hard. He is blushing.
I don't think you can see it, but like there's like a slight smirk on his face because like those tail feathers, they're fucking huge, and they're fluffy. They curl. Have you ever seen
Oh,
a pink pigeon, like those super fancy ones?
I don't think I have, but like I've seen Hotful Boyfriend. I've seen the fancy pigeons there. I don't know if any of them would be considered pink, but I think I might know what you mean.
He's a fancy pigeon, but pink. So
God,
like imagine that tail just completely fucking fanned out. Works as a perfect, like, you ain't seeing that. But also as, like, ooh, look, pretty tail.
it's the bird mating call. Like, look at how pretty I am. Like,
Of, like, you don't get to see the goods, but you can look at my tail.
oh God, Philippe is just like, oh God, oh no, oh no, oh no.
You're being bird flirted at.
It's like he's like the nervous like oh flirting back maybe. Actually, I should do a roll an insight on that because like I don't know like because he is frog, so I don't know if he picks up on that necessarily. But
Go for it. Like, I'm not even gonna roll deception. I don't think that's something that he can deceive.
oh no, honey.
Honey.
Well, he's like, does not want. I stared at his butt. He's uncomfortable. Oh God. He's just like he's stiffer. If it like if it could be like any if he could be any stiffer, he is, and he's just like politeness overload. Politeness overload. He is going to be the gentlemanliest gentleman.
Poor Philippe. Poor Philippe. All right. I'm gonna roll with that 22 and say that he probably notices that, so he's gonna. I'm gonna. I'm gonna see if he can loosen up a little bit and try maybe a little bit of persuasion. Your persuasion is fucking awful. God damn it.
No,
That's a 7.
no.
That's a 7. Like it. He tries to like fluff up a little bit more. Preen a little bit. Like, no, no, hey, wait a minute, look at me, I'm pretty.
Oh no. Philippe
Does
is looking up. He's just like is looking straight up at the sky. He is doing the thing where he's looking nowhere else because he is trying to be polite. And it's in fact, I'm gonna like roll a dex save, see if like he runs into anything, how well he can navigate while not looking at the ground or at anything at all. How badly does this go for you, my guy? Really not too badly. He's like got a +2. Well, never mind. He God, he
They're
probably like
disasters.
trips over like a garbage can or something, but what were you gonna say?
They're disasters. I love them.
They're both so stupid. I love them too. He trips over like one of those like little trash cans by the park and just fully falls into it. Like he's like ah! Leggies sticking up in the air. Like that one scene from Mean Girls.
Okay. Aw, damn. Okay. You
Yeah, there it is.
you don't get to see that he's slightly laughing. um
I mean, that's fair. He is in a trash can. That makes sense. Like ah! You see the leggies kicking back. I was like, ah.
I'm going to roll something. I'm gonna roll, I think, in athletics to see if you can get him out of there. Like I know I don't have to, but it's funny. I think okay. Okay, so he's a pigeon. He knows how to fly, right? Um
Yeah.
he gets confused on like whether or not mid-flight he should use his wings or not to pull Philippe out of there. Um ends up getting stuck in there with him.
No. It's like yeah, Philippe's kind of like feels like a sudden like tug by his legs, and then poof. God, they're in a trash can together.
They are in a trash can
Uh,
together.
oh God, are they okay? So does Rocky have his arms pinned? Can he still sign, or is it like
I'm pretty sure Rocky probably has his arms pinned.
oh no? Yeah, they're just squished together in the trash can. Like oh dear, oh dear. Hi again. So oh no, oh no. Uh,
um
he wiggles a bit. Like oh no, oh we're stuck.
I'm gonna roll an
Tara, help!
I'm gonna roll an acrobatics. That's an 8. Um so he's not very dexy, as I've stated before. And so like he tries to use his legs to like maneuver them to the side. He doesn't even budge. Like the trash can does not budge.
God, consider consider he tries to nudge the trash can and he ends up kicking Philippe in the stomach.
You could like okay.
Not like hard, but like enough to like knock the breath out of him. Like oh
You can feel him very much so tense, like, oh god, but he can't sign, so he can't say that he's sorry. But like the tension, like the very sudden and intense tension from him is enough to be like, oh god, I'm so sorry.
you're good, you're good. This is kind of a tight squeeze. Woof. Uh, for uh, helping Jackie and Abigail out. Anyways, I get it. Let me try. Let me try something. And I'm gonna roll a dex with him. See if like Philippe has any more luck. God, they're stuck in a trash can together.
They're stuck in a trash can together after both of them failing to flirt at each other. No! No! My Discord decided to restart.
Oh,
Oh, I'm so sorry.
hey, are you good? What did you miss?
I missed everything that you said after they're in a trash can together. For me, my Discord is still loading, so I
No.
apologize.
Um, I can pause the recording if you want me to.
Yeah, I'll pause mine and then I'm gonna
Recording unpaused.
recording on pause on my end too. Sorry about that, everybody. My Discord shat the bed for like a quick second.
It's all good. But yeah, the two dads are stuck in their little gay trash can.
They do be.
Yeah. And Babble, I think you might have missed this part, but I just rolled uh Dex on Philippe, and that was a 15. So I think at the very least, like Philippe has gotten kicked his froggy legs, gotten sideways, horizontal, and is probably up right now. Still stuck in the trash can, squished together perhaps, but is attempting to maneuver out.
Oh my goodness. Does that mean like that pretty much means that Rocky's little legs are like sticking out of the trash can in the air?
Yes, yes, you understand my vision. That is exactly what I was thinking.
I love this.
It's like, okay, I think we are right side up. I don't know what to do from here, but I think with this is a little bit easier. Uh, what to do? What to do? Uh, uh hmm, hmm. And do you have an idea what to? Oh, you can't sign. Shoot.
He also
Okay,
can't hear
okay,
you.
okay. Yeah, you also can't hit. Crap. Uh,
He's gonna.
you can probably like tell just the vibes is that this frog is panicking a little bit. It's fine. Um.
Uh, Rocky tries
Oh.
something. He ends up getting more stuck. So like,
Oh no. Yeah, I think he's just kind of more at some point. Like he's just like Philippe is as he's talking, as he's babbling madly. He's got a mouthful of feathers. Like. Quack!
you can feel a lot of heat. Like he's, oh god, very embarrassed.
Yeah. Philippe is also like turning purple. Like, oh god, oh god. Uh. Uh. What do I do? What do I do? Oh. Okay. Philippe is gonna cast Silent Image and just like kind of basically make like some. I don't. This might not work the way I think. Is it like a glowing image or create an image of an object, creature, or some invisible phenomena that is no larger than 15 feet? Would that make it a glowing like thing? So I would say like, you know what? It doesn't say anything that would not glowing, so I'm gonna be like, yeah, no, it's a glowing hand, and it's just like. And it's just like he's gonna use like the image of a glowing hand to sign. Like, sorry, I forgot. I think I have a plan. Maybe.
Uh, Wherever his wing is, you can feel like a thumbs up.
Okay.
Maybe
Okay.
that thumb feather is kind of poking into him. It like pats that area. Like I'm sorry. Uh, but
He signs like it's good. All good. Uh. Hmm.
I think he has decided that he's going to stop doing things because clearly he is making it worse.
Uh. Let's see. And this is just me. Like, I'm not sure if I should just like use a roll of dice or see if there's a spell I can use to make this funnier. Oh, there is a spell I can use to make this funnier.
Oh my god. I am
Oh boy.
shinhansing.
So I have enhanced reduce.
Yes, I don't know what you're
Hands
planning. I
reduce.
have ideas though. I'm I'm chin hands.
Okay. Okay. Um, so I'm just looking at it, it's like, I don't know if like this would work on one person or oh, it's only just on one creature.
That could be even funnier.
Yeah, honestly, it's like, okay, okay. I think would okay. Oh shoot, I can't ask you because you can't answer back. It's gonna all right, I'm gonna try a spell on myself and just because I would also have tried it on you, but I can't get your consent and I don't want to cast a spell on somebody if they don't have permission and just try and catch me, okay? And he just gets his enhance reduce to make himself smaller.
There's like a slight.
There's suddenly more space around you, and Philippe is like flailing.
Oh god. Ah, that's a 5. That's a dex save. There was like a moment of like panic that you could feel for the half second that there was time before you did that. You could feel for like that split second of just like no. And now you have all 21 pounds of giant pink bird on the small frog and a trash can.
No, Frog has been squished. I mean, they are definitely like no longer stuck in the trash can. I feel like the trash can is probably like over them, like a like a little dome. But it's probably at least like easy enough for like Rocky to pull out. But yeah, Philippe is squished.
He absolutely does as soon as possible, and like he's standing up, and he's like looking for Philippe from where he was, and you know it'd be really funny
But
if he was stuck on him.
yes, yes, yes. He is just like a paper flat, like imprint of a frog on his back. Like
I'm gonna
Philippe is
roll
just like,
perception at disadvantage because he may or may not be panicking. Oh god, that's a 13.
oh no. I'm just gonna roll a very quick let me see. Constitution, just like to see how much like it's been a bit of an event to see like how cognizant he is, coherent he is. That's the word. Oh, okay. So he's probably more cognizant. So he's like, uh, 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 Rocky, Rocky, I'm over here, Rocky.
That's a. How are you trying to get his attention?
I think he's just like he's flat. So he's like, God, uh, I think he does do the Warren thing of like, biting on his thumb, blowing and like basically popping himself back into 3D shape like a balloon, and it's just gonna like start running after him, calling like Rocky, Rocky, Rocky.
This man can't hear. That's a 20. He stops.
Oh,
Ah, he.
this is like I think at some point he like takes his shoe and throws it at Rocky to try and get his attention.
That was a 20. He stopped it because like he noticed. It's hard not to notice when he's like big again and he's blue.
Yeah.
But like I didn't give him disadvantage for this because like he's he's a marine. He can bounce into
Oh no,
action
he's
pretty
still
quick.
small. He just is no longer flat.
That's fair. I'm also gonna roll deception. Oh my god, that's a 9. Rocky, buddy.
Oh no.
That's a 9 to deception. Like, he looks, and, like, you can see it in his eyes. Like, the amount of, like, how do I word this? Panic. You know, that kind of slow motion, like, heartbeat stopping? Heart stopping kind
Oh.
of terror? And
Oh.
I feel like it's at this moment you probably realize he's also very anxious, but at the same time, he's a lot better at handling it usually.
Oh. I think Philippe sees this and like, oh, uh, and I think like he's still small because this spell lasts for like half an hour, at least. So he actually want to double check that, like, because it is a spell. Like the spell does like last a certain amount of time. Um,
Hmm.
oh, never mind. It's concentration up to a minute. It's just a range of 30 feet. So yeah, he's only that size for a bit, and just like I'm okay. And as he feels the his size begun to come back, he just kind of like as he gets taller, he just kind of kneels, so he's kind of more eye to eye with Rocky. It's like I'm okay. I you just want to take a deep breath with me,
It,
and just kind of a deep breath and is like counting on his fingers from 1 to 4.
he had kind of like let his knees get out from under him and was already kind of doing that, but he's now doing so in pace with him. Because, like,
Oh,
once he had seen him, like, it was a matter of, like, okay, let me get my bearings, and then I'll breathe.
oh, honey. Yeah, Philippe's just gonna scoot a little bit closer and just like holding up his hand, like kind of like that thing from the owl house. It's like like counting with the fingers up, like up and down to 4
Hmm.
until he's breathing in pace with until Rocky's breathing in pace with him.
I think at some point, like, Rocky puts a wing um, on Philippe's hand that was doing the counting and, like, very gently pushes it down, but while kind of grabbing a hold of it. It's very gentle, it's very soft, and he kind of just puts his head against Philippe's chest as if you don't have to roll an insight for this either. It's like a I'm glad you're okay and thank you kind of
Oh,
headbutt.
Philippe, like kind of like for like half a second, like I think I'm not gonna have you roll for insight for this either. For half a second he freezes, but then he just kind of melts into the hug to the headbutt and kind of leans against him. Ah, that's a heck of a first date, huh?
A kind of like sheepish smile as he signs, I've had worse.
Believe it or not, so have I. Never date a magician. Just heads up for that.
Never date a mobile.
Uh, I'm just gonna roll a quick.
I'm gonna roll a quick deception.
Yeah, like Philippe is also gonna roll a quick deception. Like,
That's supposed to be 5. But that's a 9. 9 and a 3!
God, Philippe, like, definitely, like, you definitely see, like, Philippe, like, blink and do a double take, like, wait, what?
He has frozen. Did not
Uh,
expect to sign that. It just kind of happened, and he kind of puts his hands in his lap, like, oh, okay. Well, I'm here now. Shit.
I think Philippe, like, maybe tried to kind of, like, lighten the mood a bit. It's like, well, I think you win in terms of worst ex-boyfriends. Mine only tried to make me his assistant in a magic act. There were sequins involved.
Uh, hmm. He starts to sign, isn't sure how to go about it, and he stops.
I think Philippe seeing this is like, you don't have to talk about it if you don't want to. I don't know anything about much about the Mobels, but yeah, Jackie's told me some. Your stories are on. You don't have to say anything if you don't want to.
I think at current, I'm more so curious about which one you think I dated.
Uh, well, I know a couple of them are dead. Okay, I only know about. Okay. This is me trying to remember how much Jackie has told Philippe. Like, Philippe's met two of them. Does she know of? Does Philippe know about Juniper yet? Or
No,
okay, so yeah, uh,
because
yeah.
Jackie doesn't even know about Juniper.
Oh, okay, that's right. Yeah, two of them. I know there was another that's dead, but the two living ones I met. One was a dog. The other was a penguin. Both were deeply terrible. And if you dated either of them, I'm so very sorry. That was
Oh,
an awful experience, I'm sure.
oh God, no. Those two are old enough to be my fathers.
I'm a little bit worried that there's more mobiles then, because those are the only two I know about, besides the dead one.
Um, well, Jackie doesn't know this. Well, not completely, but they have an older sibling.
Is that the one you dated?
Was married to for 20 years.
Oh, oh. Philippe, in the back of his mind, that, okay, this explains a few things. This explains, yeah, explains the, yeah, explains some things. But I think he's just gonna sit and, let Rocky talk if he wants to.
I don't think at current he really has anything to say on the matter. I think he is going to say that he is still waiting on Janet is the older sibling's name to sign the divorce papers.
Do you want a hug?
Uh, he shakes his head, and it's not. I'm I'm okay. It has been a
Okay,
long time. It's been a long time.
I get
I
that.
say long time, but a couple years. That's for me. That is long enough. I don't really. It wasn't awful at first, but by the end of it, I was so detached that it didn't take me long to move on.
Hmm, I can. Hmm. He's just like kind of nodding thoughtfully and just, I'm sorry you had to go through that. Even if it doesn't hurt now, it still, it's awful that you had to go through it to begin with.
They made their choices and I made mine. One thing that they don't really have a choice in, whether they like it or not, is that they are legally obligated to sign a divorce. At least the um, military itself decide to take them into custody.
Oh,
They caused a lot of trouble. Or,
and
well, their parents did. Parent. Father. Whatever you want to call him. Whatever you want to call James.
I mean, I think the word Abigail used was a piece of.
Accurate. Very accurate. I didn't really have much interaction with the man. But he has indeed caused quite a bit of trouble.
Same here. Only heard secondhand stories, but none of them are good.
A lot of complicated things in this family. I really wish that Jackie didn't have to deal with it.
Me too. At
And
least
I'm.
Jackie's got a. Okay, you go ahead.
Uh, and besides, I'm hoping to keep Hana out of it.
Well, Anna's got you, and Jackie's got me, and Abigail, and the rest of the crew. It's not perfect, but at least it's better than it was before.
Much better. Better is a start.
Certainly is.
I suppose I should have told you up front that I am still legally married.
Uh, I mean, it's nice to know now, but I understand why you didn't bring it up at first. I don't even know what the protocol is for something like that. Um, and I think, yeah, I'm gonna do a roll real quick. I'm gonna do like a D4, like odd for yes, even for no. Yes, okay. So I think Philippe is gonna look at him real quickly and like seems he seemed to have made a decisions like I if we're being honest here, I'm not exactly I mean, that is to say, that's not my real name. Poisson-Dart. I mean, it's the name I use, it's the name I like, but I changed it for reasons. Reasons being my family's terrible, so yeah. I mean, I don't think that they can find me anymore or anything like that, but yeah, since, put all things out in the open. I mean, that's not all the things. There's more to it, but it's complicated.
It isn't something that we have to get into anytime soon.
I I appreciate that, but I just it seemed appropriate to mention have the name thing, and also I may or may not have a bit of a criminal history that uh like I don't do that anymore if I can help it. Okay, there was the incident, but like we thought Jackie was kidnapped, so we had to break into the boat. But that's not here nor there. Point is,
That I know
I'm
about.
oh thank God, that would be complicated to explain. But besides that, yeah, that's
Well, here's
I
my
think that's the
question for
worst thing
you.
about me so far.
Here's my question for you. Have you killed anybody?
Hey,
Oh
I'm just
no.
gonna
Oh no.
go ahead and like roll an insight. I'm gonna roll deception real quick.
Alright. That's a 22.
Oh boy. And my deception's on a -1. There's no way, but I just want to see how bad it is. Like, God. Um. Yeah. He flinches. He looks away. I. I may not have. I may not have held a weapon, but I caused a lot of damage.
And why was that?
It's complicated. It's
Was it something that you wanted to do? I should clarify.
for a while. Yeah, it was. That's the worst of it. I don't anymore, and like I said, I got my head out of my own. My own. I had to. Uh. But yeah, at first I did. I was I wasn't a good person. I wanted the prestige that came with being an absolute terror. But yeah, I
Well,
didn't in my defense though, at least I wasn't very good at it.
I think you
I don't
have
think I
another
actually
thing in your defense. And, he takes, Philippe's hands in his for just a moment and kind of rubs them gently before he looks up at him and sighs. I don't care.
what
You admit to the fact that you wanted to, but that's the thing. You wanted to then. That's not who you are now.
I think God hmm I'm just gonna roll a whiz save real quick. I'm gonna roll it at disadvantage. Hey, that's an 8. You definitely it you see Philippe smile and he's kind of wiping away tears a little bit. Like that was I was like, what? Not what he was expecting. Like, thank you. I, jeez, I'm a bit of a mess.
Isn't everyone?
Oh, isn't that the truth?
People grow, people learn, people make their mistakes, and ideally they learn from them. And I think that it shouldn't matter what someone did back then. I think what matters is who you are now. I think I like who you are now.
Oh, Philippe, like, just is still kind of rubbing away tears, just kind of blushes, then says, I, I like who you are now, too.
I think a walk is a little bit in the trash.
That's, I think you might be right there. Oh, thank God that thing was cleaned out recently. That would have been bad.
um, I should probably be heading back to my ship soon,
Oh,
but I
yeah,
wouldn't.
of course.
Would you like me to walk you to your place? You can say
Um,
no.
uh, I was gonna give this to you. I think Philippe was going into the mindset of he would be doing the courting, not the other way around. So, that Rocky is offering to do this is very like surprising but pleasing. It's like, yeah, I would like that.
Well, then, heck, he's going to offer him a hand up after he himself gets up, and like, yeah, he's short, but lift,
Yeah, he's also strong.
just gentle lift, and
Philippe is definitely blushing again. It's like, oh wow, you are strong.
and I think that's a cute place to end it there for this, in the fact that like he walks Philippe back to his apartment, walks him to the door, and well, hey, he has your address now. Next day, there's a letter.
Oh, Philippe, he gulps and he opens it.
It's a very sweet letter about how much he enjoyed talking with him the night prior, and how much he would enjoy talking with him again sometime soon.
Oh, I will paint a word picture for you. You know those in like Looney Tunes cartoons, like where cartoon hearts will just pop up all over the place, and
Yeah.
they get the really goopy, silly smile. It's that. He just so many cartoon hearts. He just like melts against the door, holding the letter to his chest. Like,
There may or may not be like a hand drawn image of the sea as well, encased in that letter.
oh, that's so cute.
So I think that is a very soft place to end it here.
It is
This has been Hot Single
sad
Dads
in your area.
in your area. Thank thank you so much, Deedee. I'm dying.
I am also dying. This was so cute. Thank you, Babble, for doing this with me.
Thank you for reminding me that we've needed to do this for so long.
Yeah,
Just have
we
some
made it
good
happen.
soft. Yes. And it was completely impromptu. We did not plan for this until like the last second.
Literally, this was like pure gay shenanigans, impromptu.
Exactly. Flying by the seat of our pants.
Hmm.
But I'm going to stop the recording here. Thank you so much, lovely listeners. And tune in next
Yeah,
time.
thank you, everybody. See ya. Bye.
Bye.